Ohio State, their 13th. Theory and Poole jump it up, and Usby and the Tar Heels control the opening tip. Deja Kelly with the ball. North Carolina survived quite a comeback by St. John's on Saturday, as did Ohio State, surviving a comeback by James Madison. Both teams were able to obviously get the wins, but they had a lot of adversity in both of those games.
Yeah, we have had some drama here already, going back to that first 4 game with the St. John's over Purdue.
Take a look at today's starting lineups, brought to you by Capital One. J.C. Sheldon in the starting lineups, only her 11th game of the season. The All-American was injured most of the year. Mike Sell off the glass. Very important to get her going early, as she did not have the game she wanted on Saturday. North Carolina beat St. John's 61.
Switch on to the point guard, Deja Kelly.
A massive crowd here for 4 o'clock on a Monday. Usby for 3. She follows her shot, almost got the offensive rebound, but Walker finally able to grab it. McMahon all the way, misses the layup. Coach McGuff calls her their version of the fastest 2 minutes in sports. Here's Kelly. Here's a look at today's starting lineups, brought to you by Capital One for North Carolina. The 8th different combination they've used this year. And Mike Sell gives us our first bucket, and no surprise, it's a 3 by her.
And that's the epitome of having a green light when you're one.
North Carolina last year was a 5 seed, went to Arizona and was able to beat Arizona to get to the Sweet 16. And there's a turn
after a dead ball or after a make it, just a miscommunication there for the Tar Heels.
Courtney Banghart, the head coach for North Carolina, felt like that Arizona experience would help them today, playing in front of this Ohio State crowd. Sheldon to Theory, and Todd Williams with the steal. North Carolina looking for its first bucket. And a
Derry line, the back line of her defense, trusting them to come over and help. And that time they did that.
When she gets in foul trouble, because she is such an offensive threat for them.
Yeah, and Alyssa Usby, definitely the best matchup for Cody McMahon in this game, so they need to keep her on the floor.
Mike Sell drew a lot of attention in the scout, number 24 in white. Here's Walker. And Walker knocks it down, 5-0 Buckeyes.
And I read some quotes from Ebony Walker in the post game, just saying, I try to find my spots because so much of the defense focuses on Taylor and Cody.
Kennedy Todd Williams, that was touched.
We talked about these defenses, both teams putting on the pressure now. A couple of early turnovers for this younger UNC team.
3 straight turnovers by North Carolina. Hodgson guarding Mike Sell now. Mike Sell open. They got to get on her. And Mike Sell has already drained 2 3-pointers to start this game.
Yeah, she's warmed up now in her home arena. She did not shoot the ball like she normally does in the first round, but you cannot close out late or overhelp against Taylor Mike Sell.
Mike Sell was just 4 of 12 against James Madison, 1 of 5 behind the 3-point line, which is very unlike her. Good start today. And the Tar Heels still looking for that elusive first point. Usby tangled up with Sheldon.
Space whatsoever on the perimeter.
Hodges set to throw it in. Kelly looks to create off the dribble. Gets it to Todd Williams. 3 off the mark. McMahon with the rebound. She's off to the races. And McMahon tried to get a pass into Theory. Entry pass to Usby. Usby backs up, knocks it down. Usby was on our U23 3-on-3 team last summer, and moves like that have really come much easier for her this season.
Yeah, and that was a great read because she only had the one-on-one coverage that time with McMahon and used that spin back to get some distance.
McMahon going right back at Usby. Walker was foul on Poole's second team foul on the Tar Heels. Sheldon off the screen, knocks it down.
Big lift for J.C. Sheldon, making her return in these last couple of games, starting to get that comfortableness back.
When Ohio State makes a shot, that press is tough to deal with. Another Tar Heel turnover.
In her hands a lot of this time against the pressure. Know that she can almost beat the press by herself sometimes.
Usby, theories on her now. It has been McMahon. Deja Kelly, first team All-ACC with the basketball, was the hero in the win against St. John's. Had the game-winning layup and one. Shot clock is at 3. Kelly's got to force something. It'll be Ohio. What do you think, Kim?
I mean, these 4 remaining teams have been so dangerous at different points of the season. I think each of them have a chance to go far in the bracket. Indiana, a team with so much balance, so much depth, experience, new pieces. Iowa, of course, dominated the Big Ten tournament, and a great team on display here in the Buckeyes. Good
steal by Deja Kelly, North Carolina. This is their 11th possession. The previous 10 have resulted in 5 turnovers. Kennedy Todd Williams with the reverse layup.
Some much needed offense for the Tar Heels, which right now, things just start with settling into the pressure a little bit and getting into your offensive sets.
Well, North Carolina, they've had 6 different players have 20-point games this year. So it's not like all season they've been struggling offensively. Walker with an offensive rebound. That was huge. McMahon, tough to stop, and
2 offensive rebounds on that possession. That can't happen.
Poole got the foul, her second. It'll be the Tar Heels ball. McPherson into the game with the ball, and McPherson. Those are the first 2 points she has scored in the entire postseason. A young woman who has overcome so much adversity. It was 808 days between her last high school game and her first college game, but the future looks bright for her. Good to see her get that first bucket. Sheldon. Here's Theory against Destiny Adams.
For this group coming over early for the help.
Courtney Banghart likes to say defense travels. And so the Tar Heels using their defense now to hopefully create some offense.
Silly turnovers, just simply throwing errant passes a couple of steps too far ahead. Deja Kelly, it's just being a little bit sped up.
Mikolashikova in the game for Ohio State, 23 in white. McPherson with the job of guarding Mikesell. Sheldon got a screen, good switch by Adams. And Sheldon had it swatted away. Kelly. Deja Kelly knocks it in. And the Tar Heels trying to fight back here in this opening quarter.
And that's why stops are so important for UNC, because it allows you to get out and run. It doesn't allow Ohio State to set up the full court press. They are the best when they are in transition.
Those players everyone gravitates to on this team, just in being around them the past several days. McMahon, double teamed.
And is primary, going to look to drive, look to spin. They double team, stayed vertical, and didn't bail her out with a foul.
Most teams focus on the Ohio State press. And Kelly, of 5 of them. Kelly had the game-winning play through April 2nd when we crowned a champion. Sweet 16 is all day today. Every game on the ESPN family of networks. Who's going to be in the Sweet 16? It'll all be set by the end of play tonight. These 2 teams hoping for a return trip. They would be going to Seattle. Seattle and Greenville, the 2 regionals that will host the Sweet 16 in Elite 8. Kelly, again, picks it up. And Deja Kelly with another bucket. She is so good in transition.
Yeah, but how about the pressure from the freshman, Kayla McPherson, all over Taylor Mikesell, getting her hands on the ball and forcing that turnover.
North Carolina back to within 1. McMahon extends the lead.
And that's where she's dangerous, because you play a step off of her, knowing that she wants to drive, and now she can knock down that mid-range game as well.
Destiny Adams.
Between her last high school to first college game up to her counterpart, Deja Kelly, that's where this UNT needs to get going. Defense to offense in transition.
McMahon only knows one speed. Mikulashikova, 6'4", but she can shoot from outside as well. You have to guard her on the perimeter. And McMahon, recognize that last name key. Her sister Tamari, a star. She's in the stands today. Tennessee playing after us a little bit later. The Buckeyes have not trailed in this opening quarter. Deja Kelly is starting to get heated up. 8 points now.
And you can't let her get to that spot. She did that time and time again in the win over St. John's. You have to meet her farther up, closer to half court, and stop the ball.
4 Tar Heels have scored. 4 Buckeyes have scored. Very balanced offensively so far. Mikulashikova, there's that range. And the Tar Heels can hold it for one if they desire. Shot clock is off. North Carolina, despite all those turnovers, still within striking distance here at the end of the quarter. They have not led in this quarter. A 3 would give them the lead. McPherson trying to do that. And Sheldon will just run it out.
Meet her higher up from the three-point line, closer to half court, not allow her to speed her way into the logo.
Ohio State with the ball here. Turnover on the Buckeyes. North Carolina forces their opponents into 19 turnovers a game, but Ohio State typically forces 20. And a game, and they're calling it tight. Our kids, that's a big adjustment for them. Ohio State's come back from double digits.
Yeah, they have just been a team that never lays down, and now having J.C. Sheldon back running the point. She was fantastic in that win.
Walker pulls it out and hands it to Mike Sell. McPherson doing a good job chasing her, but Walker is left open for the layup. Nice move by Ebony Walker.
And a great read from Taylor Mikesell, drawing a double because of how well she can shoot the ball and finding an open teammate.
Deja Kelly off the mark. Key pulls off the rebound as McMahon got underneath her, had better position. Oh, Kennedy Todd Williams almost did a headstand there. Walker. North Carolina again has not led. The winner moves on to play the winner of the UConn-Baylor game later tonight in Seattle. North Carolina has already booked a 9 p.m. flight back tonight. McMahon with the steal. One-on-one against Kelly. And McMahon, tough to stop that.
She is a problem. Defense to offense. At some point the other day, Sam, you said you think people are saying a future Big Ten player of the year. Absolutely, but I think also a defensive player of the year in her future.
She was the freshman of the year in the Big Ten this year. Good steal by Walker. And the fans loving it. So the Buckeyes have pushed the lead back out to 6, looking for more. Theory in the paint.
And the setup from J.C. Sheldon. Little slow on the recoveries there from the Tar Heels.
A 6-0 run by the Buckeyes. And the fans here in Value City Arena becoming a factor. Osby left open. Walker, if there was an unobserved foul, but nothing additional called. Ohio State started the first quarter up 8-0. They've started the second quarter up 6-0. Good denial defense by Kelly. Kelly trying to take Sheldon. Kelly, first team All-ACC this year. Only player to make the first team from North Carolina. Kennedy Todd Williams was second team All-ACC. Shot clock under 7. Hodgson moving. Nice pass. And the layup by Usby.
Yeah, really nice late dump down from Eva Hodgson, recognizing that gap over to Usby.
Hodgson, another offensive threat for North Carolina, shooting the 3. Tar Heels started quickly the other night against St. John's. That has not been the case against Ohio State. Sheldon through the lane. Now, what a move by J.C. Sheldon.
Yeah, we saw J.C. do that a couple of times in the first round. She got the switch and just blows by.
Speaking of blowing by, Kelly did, but she missed the layup. McMahon. Usby. Offensive. McMahon picks up her second foul. And again, I said it earlier, it's worth repeating because we just saw it. He calls her their version of the fastest 2 minutes in sports. She is lightning quick, especially for her size. Kelly left open for three, knocks it down.
Big time shot for Deja Kelly, who typically gets most of her points in the paint. Just a 28% shooter from three, but that one looked pretty off the hands.
Kelly, the leading scorer in the game right now with 11 points. McMahon has 7 for Ohio State. She's taking it three. She made one the other day. She has only made 13 this season, but made one against James Madison. Kelly through the lane, off the mark, and there's McMahon cleaning up the rebound.
Yeah, better secondary defense that time on Kelly.
Mikesell off the screen. Got it! Boom! Taylor Mikesell, her third three.
You forget about her for half a second, she will make you pay.
She's one of those players just fun to watch in practice because she never misses. Such a beautiful shot. Harris going for the steal, got it. Another turnover.
To lead the Buckeyes.
Last season, Ohio State had to go to Baton Rouge as a 6th seed, and they ended up beating LSU to get to the Sweet 16 and lost a heartbreaker to Texas. North Carolina needs some points. Kennedy Todd Williams right down the lane and
Power dribble right to the rack.
second foul on Sheldon. Todd Williams, the only player this year to start every game for the Tar Heels. She came in before Courtney Banghart got the job and has stayed at North Carolina. Ohio State up 5 here in the second quarter. The winner moves to the Sweet 16. Sheldon misses the layup, and another offensive rebound for Walker. Good pass. And Mikesell with a rare miss to be that wide open. Kelly. Here's Usby. Usby through the lane. Just can't get it to go down. Mikesell had it swatted away from behind by Kelly. Paulina Paris with the ball, the only true freshman on the North Carolina roster this year. Paris from the state of New York. Usby working on Walker. McMahon pulled off a little bit there because of the fouls, but Usby still couldn't get it to go down.
Yeah, the last couple of possessions, Usby has had great positioning, but hasn't been able to finish.
Usby averages 13 a game. She had 13 against St. John's. Walker fouled by Adams. 4 offensive rebounds. And Adams on the bench now with 3 fouls. Walker. And Walker getting a nice appreciation from these fans in Value City Arena.
Yeah, she is working and just choosing her spots, taking her shots when she gets them.
Poole back in the game, number 31 in Carolina blue. Todd Williams through the lane. How about that creativity?
Second time they've run that play. Last couple of times down the floor, trusting Todd Williams to make a play against J.C. Sheldon.
Sheldon guarded by the freshman Paris. Coming off her best game since her return. 17 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals. She made... Sheldon makes them both.
She looks good. Before the Big Ten tournament, she really hadn't played since November. They did bring her back for one game in February, but thought it was a little bit too soon. But she is certainly back in JC form.
And she almost played the entire game as well the other night. Usby there to clean up the miss by Kelly. Turnover. They're kind of keeping that close to the vest, but didn't hamper the way she played against James Madison with 15.6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. Usby working on theory. Doesn't the roll. Usby just has not found her shooting touch yet in this game. Mikesell fake the 3. Nice pass from Harris. Nikolashikova with the baseline jumper. And 90 seconds left in the half.
Great extra ball movement, extra passes there. Unselfish for Ohio State.
Buckeyes have not trailed in this game. Todd Williams. And it's contact between Harris and Kelly.
Cutter, specifically Deja Kelly, as she tries to work her way through the lane.
Kelly makes the day at 6:30 Eastern on TBS and later on CBS. For more information on game times and networks, go to NCAA. There's Alexandra Zelaya checking into the game for the first time. Courtney Banghart said that she expects to use everyone dressed. First time she's had that luxury in a long time. Sheldon lost the ball, got it back, had to pick up her dribble though. Shot clock is down to 8. Mikesell, shot clock at 4. Had it stripped away. Usby rifles the pass to Kelly, and Kelly misses the layup.
Man, what a pass that was from Usby. Couldn't convert.
Usby, just a tremendous athlete. He's a fantastic soccer player and softball player in high school. Theory still not in the bonus. They'll have to inbound it. Sheldon, Mikesell, in and out. Fans are ready to erupt. So North Carolina can hold it on the final possession of the half.
Have to be ready to help on Deja Kelly.
Now she's the leading scorer in the game, 13 points. Kelly making a move, kicks it on the wing. Zelaya will shoot the 3. Off the mark. So but the good news is they're both at full strength right now, and we're seeing Ohio State play like it here in Columbus. 20 minutes to a spot in the Sweet 16. Usby working on McMahon. Misses a layup.
And that's what we saw in the first half. Usby has been able to get position, get good looks, but really tough time finishing.
As you watch that, Kim, do you see a reason for why she's having trouble making?
Well, I think there's a lot of size on this Ohio State team, whether it's McMahon, whether it's Theory, and you just have to know that it's going to be there and still go up strong and confidently and not let that alter your attempt.
Kennedy Todd Williams misses the 3. Poole with the offensive rebound. Poole had to sit out a lot of the first half in foul trouble. Kelly gets loose, and the ball just will not go through the hoop for the Heels. McMahon races down on the other end for the layup. She is such a joy to watch.
Yeah, just finds a straight line drive on that attack. And Courtney Banghart, the UNC coach, compared Cody McMahon to LeBron James just because of the sheer physicality and speed that she brings in her position.
She did. We both did a double take when she said it, but she said, look, when LeBron first came out of high school, he played a lot like McMahon does. Hodgson knocks down the 3 for North Carolina.
Much needed. If you're going to get production from deep, it's going to come from that young lady right there, Hodgson, a 40% three-point shooter.
Hodgson 8th in the ACC this year in threes made per game.
And now a switch here, UNC going some zone for the first time.
Sheldon attacks it. You don't want to leave Mike Sell open, and Mike Sell with a sweet floating jump shot just to the left of the elbow.
Yeah, attack was the key word you used there. Sam did not get passive, settle for a three. She took it in.
Theory with the steal and layup. She just picked Kelly's pocket. This Ohio State press. North Carolina with 13 turnovers this afternoon. They only average 14 a game. That's just how good Ohio State has been defensively. Ohio State team came from 24 down to beat Indiana in the Big Ten tournament. Ended up losing to Iowa in the championship. Sheldon. And the Buckeyes keep it. Here's McMahon. Powers it up and in.
And another driving slot open for Cody McMahon. You have to plug the gaps with her.
And when they score, they can get into that press. Kelly going to work on Walker. Pulls up, knocks it down.
That is her patented move. Right to left crossover into the paint. Little one-legged leaner. Had the mismatch that time.
She's so creative. Probably the best one-on-one player the Tar Heels head coach in her 4th season. And Walker, ability to take cars apart and put them back together. In fact, she said she and her dad used to love when they would see stranded motorists so they could pull over and help them with their car trouble.
That is really nice.
Fascinated with the engineering of cars. Todd Williams weaves her way up against that press. It's forced 3 North Carolina turnovers. North Carolina getting in that half-court offense now. Shot clock is down to 6. Hodgson open for 3 and buries another one.
And a perfect draw. If you allow your best playmaker to get into the paint, help sags a little bit, and you find your best three-point threat in the corner.
Theory off the glass. Wyatt off the court. But on the court, her numbers have been huge lately. 2nd team overall, all Big Ten. And makes both free throws there.
Hard to think she also wasn't named the most improved player as a freshman last year, just 3 points per game.
North Carolina trying to answer. Usby. Hodgson's hit 2 threes in a row. And Sheldon just takes it away. Nice steal by J.C. Sheldon, and the step through. She has been getting them on their feet here in Columbus, just a junior. All-American last year and 1st team All-Big Ten. Sheldon. McMahon trying to get Usby one-on-one. Kelly comes over to help, and then Adams jumps in there and adjusts. Pressure falls back this time. Kelly. They're looking to get Hodgson open. All kinds of man. With the Buckeyes up 8 here in the 3rd quarter.
How about coach leaving her in right now?
Usby still having trouble from short range. Oh, McMahon lost it. Walker, though, she is always in the right place at the right time. Doesn't result in a score, though. Heels on the move. McPherson. Now here in the 3rd quarter, North Carolina 16, and in the Big Ten, only Maryland has been to that many Sweet 16s. McPherson gets the steal and the layup for North Carolina right out of that timeout.
They've been really effective coming out of breaks, coming out of timeouts. Now can you sustain it a little bit?
North Carolina with 3 Final Fours. One of those was a national championship in 1994 when Charlotte Smith hit the game winner. And another jump ball call.
In the paint, she's just 2 of 8 shooting on the day.
Sheldon had a fantastic game against James Madison. She was a Fogery, won national championship in 1994. They are seeking their 19th Sweet 16, but they have not led in this game so far. The Buckeyes have been in front the whole way. Kennedy Todd Williams misses the 3. Usby with a big offensive board. Usby straight to the basket, lays it in. And North Carolina closing the gap.
Really nice attack from Usby. That's the first time we really saw her step out to the perimeter to allow herself to get that blow by.
Buckeyes have had 4 turnovers this quarter. Nikolashikova, she can shoot from there, gives it up. Todd Williams gets out on Mikesell quickly. Shot clock at 4. McMahon all the way. And a blocking foul called against Usby.
He's putting the ball on the floor.
McMahon at the free throw line. She's just one of those players that you feel is destined for Madison game, and she nailed it in one take. She is. Tar Heels facing the Ohio State press. Usby up to Todd Williams. Todd Williams puts her head down and drives. Ohio State thought it was out on North Carolina. McPherson knocks down the 3.
And suddenly the outside shooting has started to come alive for the Tar Heels. Just 1 3 in the first half. They've knocked down 3 here in the third quarter.
3 of 5 behind the three-point line here in quarter number 3. North Carolina within 2. Ohio State looking to respond. Mikesell has it blocked by Kelly.
And can they make shots? They've started to do that here. The freshman Kayla McPherson draining that one from the top of the key.
McPherson has been a big surprise today for the Tar Heels. Steal by Ohio State. And the pressure forces another turnover. Ohio State looking to settle down. Instead, it's a foul on McPherson, just her first, team's 4th. Lob down low. Shot clock down to 5. They got to hurry. Harris weaves her way through the lane. And McPherson grabs the rebound and will lead the break. Up to Usby. And Usby still having trouble from short range. Harris spots up for 3. And that's 5 minutes and 39 seconds. Usby with a rebound. Tar Heels lose 1 point after that foul. McPherson stripped away by Mikesell, and Sheldon's got it. Mikesell, quick 3. And Harris continues to.
The little plays are going to make a difference here.
Approaching the final minute of the third quarter. The winner goes to Seattle in the Sweet 16. Todd Williams doing it all on her own. Out of the game and is replaced by shoemate Courtney Banghart getting some as Todd Williams drains the first free throw. From Jacksonville, North Carolina. First tie of the game if we get there. That's all North Carolina can hope for. They have not led. They trail by 1. Ohio State trying to end the quarter with a bucket. Sheldon gives it to him.
That driving lane is there because of how hard they're doubling Taylor Mikesell in the corner. That is a teammate benefiting a teammate there.
The only way Carolina can tie is with a 3 into the third quarter. Tar Heels holding it for 1. And Harris with the foul on. So Tar Heels won't be shooting. 10 seconds on the clock. And Kelly. Oh, Kelly 4 of 4 today from the free throw line. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Johns, and now 4 of 5 today. Puts that one in. It's a 2-point game. Shoemate to Mikesell. Mikesell goes baseline, and
How she normally does.
it is a 3-point play with 2.9 seconds left in the quarter. North Carolina will not even attempt a shot. So State finished strong. Carolina shot 3 of 5 behind the 3-point line in that third quarter, but just 8 of 20 on layups today, and the Buckeyes just keep going. Sheldon through the lane after Kelly fell down. Nice move to stay with it. J.C. Sheldon with 11. McPherson, free throw line jumper. And McMahon rips down the rebound. She slowed down. I couldn't believe. Oh, here we go. She never slows down. All right, thank you, Al. Back here in Columbus, Ohio State off to another fast start. A 4-0 start here in the fourth quarter. The Tar Heels just took a timeout in response. See what North Carolina comes up with out of that timeout. They made 3 3-pointers in the third quarter. Kennedy Todd Williams misses the 2, and Theory comes away with a rebound and leads the break. Ohio State has had an excellent start in every quarter. 8-0 in the first quarter, 6-0 in the second quarter, 8-3 in the third quarter, and a 4-0 start here as both these teams pursue a second straight trip to the Sweet 16. Walker showing some range.
And what a simple, beautiful possession. Again, the extra pass, the ball movement, we've seen it on display from the Buckeyes.
Kelly taking McMahon.
You would think she's a lefty, the way she's able to attack that left side.
And Usby with a steal. Usby steps through. Theory's gone in the game. She had her mask knocked off or out of place. And the Tar Heels have closed the gap to 7. Theory still adjusting that mask. Walker with the take. She has been so good in the last 2 games. 4 of 5 today. And make it 5 of 6. That's a smooth stroke.
Yeah, she has been huge. We came into this game talking about 5 double-digit scores for Ohio State. Ebony Walker, not one of them, just 5 points a game, but she's up to 11 in this one.
She has 11. Sheldon with 11. Mikesell and McMahon with 14. 4 players in double figures for Ohio State. And McMahon grabs another rebound.
She doesn't just grab it. She goes after that ball.
She's got 8 rebounds today. 2 rebounds away from from Centerville, Ohio, which is near Dayton, about an hour away from Columbus. Going to be so fun to watch her career. Just getting started. Shot clock down to 7. Sheldon's left open for 3. Got her miss. Followed her shot. Mikesell says that's how you do it. Top high school prospect, Trey Nunn. So North Carolina, Adams, along with Kennedy Todd Williams and Usby.
Yeah, you got 2 freshmen as the primary ball handlers.
Usby with a nice pass, ends up with the layup.
And now you need some of those vets to step up a little bit with your leader on the bench.
Carolina bench. Hodgson also out of the game. She went out as well. So North Carolina down a couple of starters right now. Sheldon has it blocked, but she's still in the mix. And get
Self in the play somehow.
Sheldon's brother plays for Ohio. And Sheldon today, 11 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists.
Similar line to what she did in that opening round win over James Madison. Just impacted the game everywhere.
Tar Heels break the Buckeye press. Ohio State up by 10 in the final quarter, trying to get back to the Sweet 16. Usby gets loose and one. Foul on Theory. Theory stays in the game for the moment, however. Usby misses the free throw. Adams with the offensive rebound. Paris, the true freshman, and a redshirt freshman, McPherson, out on the floor right now for the Tar Heels. Todd Williams open for three. Got it. Nice bounce.
Little shooter's touch, and what a pass from Alyssa Usby.
They started the season out 19-0 before Sheldon went out, and they struggled for a bit before getting things straightened out at the end of the year. Walker with Adams in her face. McPherson grabs the rebound.
McPherson has been fun to watch defensively, going up for that board, confident right now as a redshirt freshman.
North Carolina's made 3 straight shots with Kelly out. Todd Williams probing on Heaven Bristow, who's in the game for the first time. Usby with the step through, and North Carolina closes the gap to 3.
We're seeing a different Alyssa Usby here in the fourth quarter. She has turned things up.
Mike Self can't get it to go down. Adams, a towering presence she had to get over.
Yeah, not a great look there. Not a very disciplined look for Ohio State.
Paris will take Mike Self. Can't get it to go down. Sheldon will push it up for Ohio State.
Sheldon.
So McPherson gets called for the foul. Remember, Sheldon's playing with 4 right now. Walker.
That's a tough 5th foul. I thought Adams kept her hands up. I thought the contact could have been incidental. Let that one go.
Good job drawing fouls. She's drawn 5 fouls from the Tar Heels and has been smooth at the free throw line today. 6 of 7. And the lead 4 now for Ohio State. Final quarter, Sweet 16 on the line. Todd Williams lofts it up and in. The bank is open.
What a drive, what a finish. High off of that backboard for Kennedy Todd Williams.
McMahon going in against Key. Point threats. Emotions running high here in Columbus. Todd Williams going to take Theory with the left and another bank.
Kennedy Todd Williams going into takeover mode right now. Give me the ball and let me go get a bucket.
It's a 1-point game. North Carolina lost to South Carolina last year in the Sweet 16. Ohio State lost to Texas in the Sweet 16. Only one of them will go back this year. Shot clock at 7. Shot clock at 4. Walker down the lane.
Big find there from Walker. Broken play. 2 seconds on the shot clock and just finds a gap to the rim.
Gianni Key with the ball. Takes it herself. Usby with the offensive rebound. And Usby is
back on the floor.
And McMahon's just picked up her 4th foul. Let's see if Kelly can have an impact here in her return. Tar Heels have fought back with her not in the game. Kelly going to work on Theory, draws the foul. She's just come back from being out back in the locker room with an injury. When she was in the locker room, a reminder that the Women's Championship continues Friday. The Sweet 16 games and continues through Sunday, April 2nd.
How about the toughness from Deja Kelly right now? Still struggling to put much weight, but told coach, I got to come back into this game. Knocks down 2 huge free throws.
Usby stole it away. Up to Paris. Paris with the finish. And North Carolina with its first lead of the game.
What a turnaround.
Deja Kelly with 20 points. First Tar Heel with 20 points, 5 rebounds, and multiple blocks and steals in a tournament game since 2000. McMahon, Paris bothered her. And it's Kennedy Todd Williams who grabs it and hands it to Kelly.
Great swarming defense there for the Tar Heels, getting hands on the ball.
North Carolina with a 1-point lead as we approach the final 90 seconds.
Letting some time tick off here, playing with the slightest of leads.
Ohio State with only 1 timeout remaining. Kelly, mid-range jumper short. Harris on the move, up to Sheldon. Sheldon puts the Buckeyes back up in front by a point.
And UNC lost the quickest player in an Ohio State jersey in transition. Too easy for J.C. Sheldon.
Under a minute to play, the Sweet 16 on the line. Todd Williams through the double team. Buckeye ball. Kelly. She's only missed 4 free throws all year. We're coming. The Buckeyes lead by 2.
And Banghart not calling that timeout to advantage. She's going to let them play. They've got 3 timeouts.
About a 7-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. It'll be Ohio State's ball.
I wouldn't be surprised if Todd Williams might get this ball back as well.
Gets it into Usby. Usby to Kelly. Kelly, mid-range jumper, good! Ohio State ball. Harris set to throw it in to Walker. Walker. Stuck to Sheldon. Sheldon knocks it in. Up to Usby. She can't catch it. Ohio State